As I'm sitting here Tuesday night eating my cereal Raisin Bran, I know it's underrated, unexpected, but what I was eating, I couldn't think of what I wanted to do a tier list of, and then it hit me. Of course, we're gonna do cereal. Now, there's a ton of these I haven't had before, admittedly, so there's gonna be a few going into the never had it list, but Apple Jacks is gonna go straight to S for me. Fantastic cereal that I would call one of the best. The only thing that's really holding it back from being the best of the best is the cereal sometimes cuts the roof of your mouth, which is not something I like. Blueberry, haven't had it before, probably tastes similar to Lucky Charms, which I'm sure we will get to. Captain Crunch. It's not as good as some of the other Captain Crunch types. I would say Captain Crunch Berries is going to go into S tier. Captain Crunch just itself is pretty good, but also not too flavorful. Captain Crunch Berries is where it's at. And my cat completely agrees with that take. Never had the donut one. I've actually never had Oops All Berries either, but I'm sure it would probably be in like B tier at least. Peanut Butter Crunch, I don't think I've had. Oh, I have actually. And I would say it's all right. Peanut butter cereal isn't my favorite truly, so I'll put it in B tier. Is this Honey Nut Cheerios? It looks, no, it's not. Regular Cheerios. I would say regular Cheerios are terrible. I don't like eating them. I mean, the only time I have, I feel like, is when I thought they were the Honey Nut ones. Regular Cheerios don't taste like anything. I don't really like them. Chocolate Cheerios, never had. Yeah, regular Cheerios going to C tier, but chocolate ones I've never had before. Probably sounds good though, so I'd eat it for sure. Same thing with Frosted Cheerios, never had it, definitely would. Rice Chex doesn't taste like much, honestly. Maybe I'm in the mood for it every now and then, but I don't find myself going to it often. Blueberry Chex, I haven't had, but looks good. Cinnamon, haven't had, looks good. Chips Ahoy, I'll put in B tier. It's a good cereal that is really, really sweet, so I don't feel like eating it too often, but I definitely enjoy it. Cinnabon, never had, probably wouldn't love it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we have found ourselves to another S tier cereal. Fantastic. I have multiple in my pantry as we speak. Very good, and it is very popular for a reason. The cinnamon taste isn't too sugary to me, and that's why I think it's perfect. Cocoa Puffs, I'm not a huge chocolate cereal guy, but I will put respect where it's due and put Cocoa Puffs in B tier. Cookie Crisps, very good, underrated as well in my opinion. A great Saturday morning. I'm watching cartoons, I'm eating Cookie Crisps, good to go. Corn Flakes, not good in my opinion. Really don't find myself eating this ever. I mean, that's a last resort cereal if I've ever seen one. Pops, I'll say that I find myself wanting the B tier cereals every now and then, and Pops, it's not the worst option out there, but definitely they're a lot better. Count Chocula, never had, probably wouldn't love it. Cracklin Oat Bran, never had, probably wouldn't love it. Eggo Maple Syrup, I would try it actually, looks pretty good. Frankenberry, never had. French Toast Crunch looks fire, actually. I want to look this up. It's French toast with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That looks really good. I want to try it, but I've never had it. Fruit Loops, another S tier cereal. I would say the only complaint with Apple Jacks is that it cuts through for your mouth, but Fruit Loops don't do that. It's not obviously just apple and cinnamon. You're getting all of the fruits there. It's very good. Do I want to eat it all the time? No, but I want to eat it often enough to call it S tier. Frosted Flakes are definitely not C tier, but they are also not my favorite. I'm getting a phone call from my beloved. My beloved, I am actively recording a tier list video, so I am going to have to let you go and I'll call you right back. All right, I'm putting Frosted Flakes in B tier. Love you, bye. But as I was saying, Frosted Flakes I don't think are that great, but it's not terrible, so I'll put it B tier. Frosted Mini Wheats, maybe at the top of... No, I feel like it's going to go B tier as well. Maybe I find myself in the mood for this every now and then. I do like how it's a thicker cereal. You don't really see the texture of Mini Wheats with any other ones, but I'll put it B tier for now. Golden Crisps, underrated, dare I say. Similar to Pops, maybe it could go to B tier. I'll put it in A tier. It does make it, a really sweeter cereal taste, but no, it's gonna go B. Yeah, it's gonna go B. Simply because I don't think I want to eat it as often as any of these other ones. So I'll put Golden Crisp in B tier, but I think it's acceptable A. Golden Grams I've had before, pretty good. B tier. Gorilla Munch never had. Honey Bunches Oats, maybe right at the top of C tier. It's like Raisin Bran, but not as good in my opinion. So that I would prefer eating Raisin Bran to that. Honeycomb, I will put in A tier. This is truly an underrated cereal in my opinion, and one that I find myself eating whenever it's there, and you don't see it often. So I like it. Honey Nut Cheerios, another S tier, fantastic cereal. Not one that you eat every day, but you could if you needed to. Pretty healthy as well, not as healthy as a true health cereal, but there's a lot more sugary options out there than this, so I'm going to put it S tier. It is very good. Arguably the top of S tier, honestly. I think Crunch Berries is probably the very top, if I'm being honest. But Donuts never had. Probably wouldn't love it. Go Lean never had. Would think it's okay probably. Kix never heard of. Crave. This is a good one. I went through a really big Crave binge a little while ago, and I probably ate myself, I ate the cereal so much myself that I started to not like it as much anymore. So I'll put it into A tier. It's good though. Very respectable pick if you like Crave. It's very sugary though and chocolatey. Life never had. The Cinnamon Life never had. Original Life never had. Lucio's. What? I'm a huge Overwatch fan. I did not even know that was on the list here, but you can see Lucio right there. And somehow I've never heard of this cereal. That is crazy. It's going to go into S tier, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had it. I will be looking it up right after this video is over. Lucky Charms. That's going to probably go into A tier for me. I don't love marshmallow cereal, and as a result, I understand how iconic it is, and I've had it many times. I think it's good. I just don't love the marshmallow part of it, so I'll put it A tier. Nutter Butter, never had it. Oreos probably would be pretty good, but I've never had. Cocoa Pebbles I've had. I don't love it. I prefer Cocoa Puffs if I'm going to do a cocoa cereal. The texture just doesn't really go well with chocolate taste, in my opinion. Fruity Pebbles, however, are pretty good. I don't know if they get up to the S tier just because they do feel soggy if you let them sit, but a pretty good cereal overall, definitely legendary. Then we're at Pop-Tarts. This looks very good. Similar to Crave, it looks like, but I've never had it. Would definitely love to try it. Raisin Bran. I am eating Raisin Bran Crunch. So obviously I've had Raisin Bran. I think Raisin Bran is underrated and people are just afraid to say that they like it. Personally, I'm going to put Raisin Bran regular into B tier, towards the top of it. Healthy than most and pretty good tasting. I like the way raisins go. As you can clearly see, Raisin Bran Crunch is what has inspired this video, and that is going to go into S tier. Very good cereal that I eat pretty often. Crunch really adds and completes the taste of the cereal to bring it to S tier. It's fantastic, and I definitely love it. Reese's Puffs, R-E-E-S-E-S, yes. I remember that commercial so much when I was watching Nickelodeon as a kid. I think Reese's Puffs are really good, honestly. Could go into S. Yeah, they're going to go into S. This may be the most S tiers I've ever done, but there's so many good cereals. Rice Krispies. I like Rice Krispie Treats way more than the cereal, personally. I'll put it into B tier. Cocoa Krispies, I don't really like. It's going to go down here with Cocoa Pebbles. A lot, I mean, for the basically same reason. They look very similar with the consistency. S'mores are fantastic. Really like s'mores. I know I said I don't like marshmallow candy or cereal though, marshmallow cereal. So I don't eat it often. I mean, this is like, they're right in here. Lucky Charms and s'mores. Fruity Pebbles would probably be a little bit higher as well. All of these are so good. The A's are so good. Sour Patch Kids, this looks horrific. Sour cereal sounds terrible in my opinion. Special K, I've had it before. It's all right. Very bland. Similar to Corn Flakes, not much going on. Special K, they don't have the strawberry one on this tier list that I'm a huge fan of. So I haven't had this one, but I've had one very similar. It doesn't feel right to rank it since I've not had it before, but if it was the strawberry one, it probably would be an A. Mini wheats, I have not had. I've had the frosted mini wheats though. Trix, pretty good cereal. It's gonna go into A for me. The advertising is always great, and that's probably one of the reasons why I've tried it a couple of times. Definitely enjoy the cereal and definitely go back to it often. Waffle Crisps, I've never had. And finishing it out, we have Wheaties. Of course, the iconic boxes of the athletes is really cool, and they do a great job with the branding of the box, but the taste is not my personal favorite, truthfully. There's worse. I'm going to put it into B tier. What are your thoughts? This is my ultimate cereal tier list here. I'm going to move myself just so you can see all of them. What are your thoughts? Where would you move stuff around, and where do you think that I messed up? If you're still watching it to this point in the video, I really appreciate you so much. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Like it, and let me know, like I said, what your thoughts are with the ranking. Check out a lot of the other tier lists that I've done on my video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. There goes the microphone. Did not mean to hit that just then, but I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.